Let's start off with Lila Bromberg.
Hey, Darryl, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Just what was it like for you last game and just kind of over the last kind of recent days of getting used to, playing with the face mask?
It was definitely different. It's the first time I've ever done anything like that. But over the past couple of days, I've been in the gym, just trying to get familiar with it. After the game, I actually talked to my mom, and my mother was like, "Take that mask home with you and wear that mask everywhere." So I've been walking around the house, or not. We live in apartments, so I've been walking around apartments a little bit with the mask on, just to get used to it and stuff like that. But it's something I know that I have to wear moving forward. So it's just all getting familiar with it and stuff. But it's going well.
And, our freshman year, there's that overtime game against Illinois and then the game at the Garden your sophomore year. And then those competitive games the last 2 years, just kind of how heated do these matchups get and just how fun has it been to, be able to play this team in recent years?
I love it. Everybody on Illinois, Illinois like brand themselves on like toughness. They got a lot of local kids, Chicago kids who just play hard. They know how to play and make plays. So us being Maryland, we just love the competitive nature that they always bring when playing. And you see it's always a good game between us. So I love it.
Emily Giambalvo.
Hey, Darryl. Just because we haven't gotten to ask you, and I hate to make you think back, but what did it feel like when you got hit? I mean, all we saw was a hole in your face. Like, did you feel that immediately?
So when I got hit, I felt it. I didn't know that it was an indentation in it. I came down and I'm like, dang, like I feel it, but like I'm thinking it's going like initial pain. You know how like when you feel pain, it's there for a couple seconds and it go away. But this wasn't going away. And then Eric was like, "Oh, you got a dent," and I could feel it with my hands. After he said, I started feeling it with my hands, and then I felt it, and then I kind of like squatted down and like just try to get myself together. And then that's when Matt and Coach Turgeon came out to get me or whatever.
And Coach Turgeon said you wanted to play, and all both games you missed parts of, but like was it more pain or frustration or both when you weren't able to go out and finish the second?
I wouldn't say it was pain. I don't really. Pain is temporary for real. You can always like work through it and stuff. Like it was probably more frustration, just because I want to be out there for my guys, and just like all the work I put in and stuff like that. But I mean, it was pain after my adrenaline wear down, and I went to that hospital that night. I definitely felt some pain that night, but at the moment, it was certainly just basically frustration for not being able to compete with my guys.
And sorry, I have one quick one. The mask, does it affect your vision at all? Like, do you feel like you're able to see things on the court as well as you do without it? Is that something you're getting used to?
I mean, it's out a little bit, so it might deter some of my peripheral vision. But like straight on is fine. And like I just said, it's just comes with getting used to it. So I feel like the more I wear it, the more I'll be able to see more out of it. And I know that it's something that I'm gonna have to wear. So it's not gonna be something that's gonna be like an excuse for me or how I play and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to improve it and be better for my team.
Brandon Simberg from the Daily Illini.
Darryl, you've played against Ayo Dosunmu for a couple of years now. What makes him such a good player?
First, I would say he's competitive. Every time he step on the floor, he, just had that passion and that competitiveness to win. And that's something I like respect as a player. And I don't even know how to explain it, but he just know how to play basketball. He gets to his spots, makes shots. He's quick. He can get downhill. He's a great finisher. He's everything that, I mean, all the accolades and attention that he get, he's that. So
You talked about some of that Chicago toughness. Is that something that he kind of embodies?
for sure. I mean, I'm not from Chicago, but I mean, from what I hear, he definitely embodies that. He like I said, when he playing hard. He playing with passion. He's out there talking, whether it's to his team, to us, like he just got it all. And I love competing against him. And it's been a joy the past I think he's a junior, the past 3 years. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing him tomorrow.
Ed Lee.
Coach Turgeon has talked about how this team doesn't have the bigs that it used to have in previous years. So I'm wondering, how can a smaller lineup, you think, succeed in college basketball these days?
Well, offensively, I think a small lineup presents a problem. It's a lot more spacing, much more shooting and stuff like that. But on the defensive end, we have to, find ways to pick it up, find ways to finish possessions out with rebounds, being more vocal as a team on like switches and certain matchups, and stuff like that, and just really just giving more effort. Because you gotta have a mindset, if you small, you already at a disadvantage. If you at a disadvantage, you gotta give more if you wanna win. So I think we got some guys who have that mindset and embody that character of playing with like that chip on the shoulder, playing with that disadvantage. But it just all gotta come collective as a team.
And then does that put a burden on the guards maybe to stay longer on the defensive end to pick up rebounds rather than maybe breaking out for fast breaks?
Well, as a team, we always try to preach finishing every possession with a rebound. So whether that's a big in the rebound, a guard coming back into a play to get the rebound, we know how important it is against teams in this conference to finish every possession with a rebound. You give up too many offensive rebounds, that score could change real quick. So we just challenging each other as a team, and guards are challenging each other to get rebounds and stuff like that, because it's going to be necessary in order for us to be successful.
All right, Darryl, thanks for your time. Safe travels out to Champaign.